Here at All Saints Cathedral, Nakasero, I was preaching about gratitude, that as we begin the year, we must be grateful to God for bringing us in a new year. But this year is the year of election. And one of the issues I said to the congregation is that we need to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. This country people are not grateful for the many things for this nation. And because they are not grateful, they don't value the nation and the people. So I've appealed to people for each of the person, first of all, to go and vote. They should exercise their right to vote. But secondly, I have also appealed to those in government to be able to see that the election is peaceful. The candidates should not say things or do things that continue to make other people angry. Because by doing that, either way, we may end up with an election which is not peaceful. Let us be peaceful, let us fight for our rights, let us do the right thing, and we will have a peaceful election. Of course, okwebaza Katonda, naye n'okusiima abantu bannaffe. Eggwanga lyaffe tugenda mu kulonda, twetaaga abantu bakozesa eddembe lyabwe okulonda abakulembeze be baagala. Naye ate n'abali mu buyinza nabo bakitegeere nti abantu abalina eddembe lyabwe okwagala gwe baagala n'okumulonda. Naye n'abali mu ludda olulala olwa opposition nabo beetaaga okukimanya nti si be bokka abalina eddembe, n'abalala nabo balina eddembe lyabwe nabo okulonda nga bwe baagala. Naye abakulembeze bonna mbasabye okulaba nti wabeerawo emirembe, kubanga eggwanga lyaffe liri so valued, lya muwendo. Tetwagala kukuma mu bantu muliro bakole bye bataalikoze kubanga abakulembeze babakumyemu omuliro. Bwe tunaakola bwe tutyo tujja kuba n'okulonda okw'emirembe ate ffenna tusanyukire mu ggwanga lyaffe.
The Bishop told us to go and vote, not to be negligent, not to just sit at home and not do the duty as citizens, that we should go and vote, but vote rightly, vote the right people, the leaders of integrity, the leaders of character, the leaders who are driven by service to us, and the leaders who want to serve God and His people, who will give the type of leadership that will give God glory. That's what the bishop said. But I'm wondering, I will also add on mine, and I'm not complaining, but I'm throwing a challenge. In the midst, the way I see Ugandans who are so materialistic, who are so hungry for anything, instead of being hungry for God, who provides everything, they are hungry for money, they are hungry for resources, they are hungry, they are being corrupted, they are being what? Let me tell you, since I have got this opportunity to tell you, recently I learned that at my county called Kashari, which is now a district, the woman whom they chose gave a flag to be the woman member of parliament for Mbarara district, meaning Kashari County, where he was born. Can you imagine? He presented forged papers that she had never studied, even HSC. She presented forged papers, and the CEO for National Council for Higher Education said, denied the document that this is a forged document. Now I was telling people, I felt so bad for my people in Kashari. You don't know, Kashari County is a distinguished place. I think head of the Ankore, all the distinguished leaders of class, of intellect, of whatever come from there. So when I heard that they are electing just somebody of S4 equivalent of HSC, I went out in my own style, as you know, and I challenged them. I said, look here, let us not forget our legacy of distinguished leaders of integrity, of excellence, which we have been in Kashari, both men and women. When I went and talked, oh, if you know, I was appealing to them to choose the right person. Whoever I understand they are 4 women. Now I was saying, but among those 4, I understand there is even a lawyer. They are all graduates. Now why do you go for this one who is not educated enough to go to Parliament? Parliament is not a joke. Being a member of Parliament is not a joke. But if you see what they are responding, she is the one who knows the poor. She built a Simanye hotel. Okay, am I telling them not to build a hotel? Am I despising her success in her purpose? President Museveni atugamba nti balina emyoga. Kakati oyo is the myoga to go to Parliament when he cannot speak the right English, when he cannot read the right material, when he is not qualified to do that. But now they are shouting, Matebe, you are hopeless. You didn't do anything in this land. Can you imagine somebody opening their mouth and saying that? You know why they are saying that? Because she's been buying them. They've been giving them money. It is all about money. But today, I want to join the bishop and in Kubombolanga, these Ugandans. Stop bowing to nothing. Bow to God who gives everything. And choose the right leaders who are driven by service to God and service to his people. Not who are self-centered, not who want power to use it for themselves and for their own aggrandizement. And for me, I was saying, to me it does not matter. Me, Miriam Matembe is here. It doesn't matter. The party does not mean anything much to me because we decided that we should have liberal democracy, that is multi-party political democracy. But you see the NRM government doesn't want the parties. Now, when you see the way they are talking, if that Kyagulanyi is funded by foreigners, he doesn't like Uganda. Now, who tells them that it is only people in NRM who like Uganda? You see me here, I love Uganda with all my heart. I am determined even to be arrested and even die for it like Sarah Virete. When Sarah Virete talked, they arrested. Now I think they are on the way coming to. But for me, nobody can arrest me. I'm surrounded by my God whom I serve. So it is not about the party. It is not about anything else. It is about going to leadership to serve God and his people and render service that will give God glory. But you Ugandans, you have been turned into beggars, you've been turned into fear, I wish you could have a heart like me. By the grace of God, I have my heart and Sarah Virete, and I'm sure God will keep her in that cell. Can you imagine they haven't gotten a charge against her, even right now? What is that? And you tell me you are the press. Now that you have given me an opportunity, I'm condemning very seriously the rest of Sarah Virete, because the constitution which we made said power belongs to the people, and the people have a right to elect their leaders, and when their leaders are leading them not well, or when they are doing wrong, we have, the constitution says, freedom of speech. We have a right to speak what is wrong and correct them to do what is right. But if they are going to shut our mouth, I want to pray that the Lord may shut their mouth also and their hands. And I want to pray that the Lion of Judah will come and protect us in this challenge which we are going through. So Ugandans, wake up, don't fear. Because you know why I told you this? Because since the other day they arrested Sarah, I didn't know. But calls, I've received calls from relatives, from friends. Miria, keep quiet, you are finished. I said God will finish them for me, those who want to silence me. Because God gave me a mouth like a sharpened sword, as he says in Isaiah 49, verse 1 to 4. So I will speak, and I'm praying that Sarah, the Lord whom I serve, will go in that police cell and protect Sarah. because God stands with the righteous. He never abandons them. And he loves those who speak the truth. So you also go and speak the truth. Also you press, I feel sorry for you. You have, even these days you fear. Because yesterday I said, but let me sit here in my house and wait to see whether any press comes to ask me, why do you run after me? And when they arrest Sarah, you feared to come to ask me. Didn't you fear? What you? Only one. It was only the Muganda. Are you from Uganda? The kingdom. They told me the radio kingdom at 7 o'clock they had already called him. But the rest of all these, in case they talk to Matembe and they will arrest them or chase them out. Anyway, have a very blessed new year.
Thank you.
And me, I want us to resolve to change. It's time Ugandans restore. You ask the Holy Spirit to restore us into our original state of fearing God and serving our people and our country, and stop making ourselves beggars and hopeless and useless people.